How to increase productivity at work. Imagine closing each workday with a satisfied sigh, knowing that you had been so productive that you accomplished everything on your list. And knowing, too, that you were at the top of your creative game, getting your tasks done both efficiently and well. See yourself whistling as you walk away from work? You can be the star in this movie about productivity, rather than the alternate version where you end the day tired and slumped behind a desk stacked with unfinished projects. If you don't like the way your usual workday goes, there's a way to change it. Most of us aren't as productive as we would like for two reasons. We have bad habits that interfere with our workplace productivity. And we're reactive rather than proactive, putting out fires instead of making progress toward our goals. The solution is simple, though not always easy. We can replace our bad habits and reactive patterns with good habits that will make us proactive, and take charge of our own workdays. Follow these tips on how to increase productivity and become your best, most productive self at work. Do your heavy lifting when you're at your best. Productivity expert Tony Wong advises, use your morning to focus on yourself. Start your day out right by ignoring your emails in the morning and getting in a good breakfast, reading the news, meditating, or working out. This will ensure you've got the necessary fuel for a productive day. The point is, do your most demanding tasks in your personal peak productivity time, whenever that is. Stop multitasking. It's a productivity killer. Research shows that productivity can be reduced by as much as 40% by the mental blocks created when people switch tasks. Even more startling, in a University of London study, IQ dropped 15 points for some multitasking men. Need more evidence? A study out of the University of Sussex in the UK indicates that multitasking may actually be physically harming your brain. The study found that participants addicted to using multiple devices simultaneously had a lower gray matter density in a brain area called the anterior cingulate cortex, which is linked to emotional control and decision-making, empathy, and the brain's response to rewards. So stop trying to do everything at once. Instead, dramatically increase productivity by giving your full attention to one task at a time. When your eyes and hands start drifting towards something else, think about how important it is to keep all your little gray cells. Prepare a to-do list each night. To-do lists are invaluable productivity aids. They get you organized, provide you with focus, and reward you with feelings of satisfaction when you're able to check off things that you've accomplished. Making, or updating, a to-do list each night means that you won't waste time at the start of the workday looking for your task. You might even try talking through your list with someone. Leo Wildrich, co-founder of Buffer, explains the power of this technique and what multitasking does to our brains. Cut down your to-do list. How many items are on your typical to-do list? However many, you'll feel good when you finish each of them and cross them off. But you'll never join the ranks of the productivity superstars unless you cross off some of them before you even bother to do them, because higher productivity demands focus. In the Real Leadership Lessons of Steve Jobs, Walter Isaacson, author of Steve Jobs, relates how Jobs' insistence that Apple produce just 4 computers saved the company. He also relates how Jobs used to-do lists to engender focus. Eliminate distractions. We've already looked at the importance of focus. But the flip side is that you need to identify and ignore those turkeys too. And for many of us, those turkeys demanding attention are social media and email. To be productive, you need to shut down their noise and shoo them away. Turn off your email and phone notifications if you need full concentration. Are you a Facebook or Twitter addict? Use social media as a carrot. Allow yourself X number of minutes browsing after you accomplish a major task. Then shut it off and get back to work. Be optimistic. Happy people are more productive. In a Maastricht University study of optimism and performance in call centers, results showed that optimists in the tested group made more sales and achieved more bonuses. More specifically, it was only dispositional optimists who showed greater success. The study authors defined dispositional optimism as generally expecting good outcomes over bad ones in life. If you're not a naturally optimistic person, this is the disposition you want to cultivate, and the good news is that you can. In his studies, happiness researcher and author Sean Achor asked tax managers at KMPG to perform one of 5 activities a day for 3 weeks. He found that the experimental group with highest scores in optimism and life satisfaction, both right after the experiment concluded, and 4 months later, was the one tasked with engaging positively with people in their social support network. Get enough sleep. 70% of Americans admitted to sleeping on the job in a survey done by William A. Anthony, PhD, a clinical psychologist and director of Boston University's Center for Psychological Rehabilitation. Why? Because they need to, Anthony says. Early morning commutes, long work hours, and too many responsibilities at home mean that increasing numbers of people aren't getting the shut-eye they need. We all know that sleep deprivation has negative effects on our performance. Lack of sleep decreases our concentration, working memory, mathematical capacity, and logical reasoning. And because the prefrontal cortex is particularly vulnerable to a lack of sleep, tasks that require logical reasoning or complex thought will be the most impaired. Surprisingly, it only takes one night of sleep deprivation to create big deficits in our abilities. So how much sleep do you need? 7 to 9 hours a night. If you're an adult aged 26 to 64, according to the National Sleep Foundation. If you're not getting that much, then taking a nap during the day could be beneficial to your productivity. One last tip. But certainly not least, take care of yourself. Getting enough sleep and making exercise part of your routine are just two of the things you need to do every day to be at your best and most productive. You probably know the rest. Eat a healthy diet. Drink lots of water. Get rid of your bad habits, whether they be smoking or hanging around toxic people. And be nice to yourself as well as to other people. Take time for yourself and do whatever healthy thing recharges and refreshes you. And the more productive you are with your work, the more time you'll have to spend however you like. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.